Your secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays, kids more.
In the name of Jesus, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And every tongue that rises against me in judgment, thou shalt condemn. Lord, give me a sign. I really need to talk to you, Lord. Since the last time we talked, the walk has been hard. Now I know you haven't left me, but I feel like I'm alone. I'm a big boy now, but I'm still not grown. And I'm still going through it. Pain and the hurt, soaking up trouble like rain in the dirt. And I know only I can stop the rain with just a mention of my Savior's name. In the name of Jesus.
Yo, what is poppin'? Before the video starts, I just want to let you all know that I give readings just like the ones that you see every Monday on my channel. I give on point Orisha Tarot card readings for singles and also for couples. I also do natal chart consultations. My Everything is Everything reading is by far my bestseller. If you want to check out any of these services, please visit my website at www.bandclaptv.com. And also, when you go to that website and you scroll down, you will see a link to go to my shadow work class. In this time that we're in right now, shadow work is very, very important. Getting to know yourself, your inner child, really knowing who you are. All of these things are extremely important. And I have a very, very informative self-paced course. Shout out to Spiritual Ascension University and Melanie the Spirit Doula for allowing me to be able to give you all this very, very priceless course, if I do say so myself. So again, if you want to check these things out, go to my website, www.bandclaptv.com. Alright, on with the video. Yo, what is poppin', YouTube fam? It's the top of the week, so you already know what time it is. It's your boy, Mr.BandClap, at it again with another on point Orisha Tarot forecast spread for the week of Monday, April the 19th through Sunday, April the 25th of 2021. I can't lie, man. I really missed y'all. I appreciate everyone for the love and support that I've been getting these last couple weeks. I'm finally finished with this stint that I've been doing with WrestleMania and also with the AMAs. So now I'm able to get back to doing this, because I can't lie, I really have missed y'all. But to some of y'all, I've still been around, because these last few weeks I've been doing a lot of trying to balance out working as far as 9 to 5 is concerned, that, and also still trying to do my business, which is my readings and stuff like that as well. So I've been over here running around like a chicken with my head cut off. But this is something that I asked for. So with that being said, I'm welcoming in all of the things that comes with this, even if it means not being as consistent online as I would want to be. So I appreciate y'all for still sticking it out with me during this time. And it's funny because last week on Wednesday, I actually recorded a OPOT, and it was going to be like a Wednesday to Wednesday forecast. But some things happened, and I had to end up leaving that hotel room a lot earlier than expected. So I didn't get a chance to record the Patreon version, and I was just never able to release that video. Wednesday to Wednesday presentation of the On Point Orisha Tarot weekly forecast spread. And this is going to be from Wednesday, April the 14th through Wednesday, April the 21st of 2021. So today marks the last day that I'm going to be in Tampa. My time here is done. I was able to successfully work this WrestleMania gig, so it's only right that my first day in this hotel room, I did a On Point Orisha Tarot forecast. So it's only right that the last day that I'm gonna be in this hotel, I'll go ahead and do the On Point Orisha Tarot. And yeah, this has been a very, very crazy week. Very crazy 2 weeks. A lot has happened since I've been in Tampa. As you know, we didn't lose, but a very, very great ancestor of ours has joined the spirit teams and the soul family, Brother DMX. So let's wish him a warm welcome into the ancestral realm. Not even 2 or 3 days into the media announcement of his passing, his energy has already been working wonders in my life. And I just want to start this off with kind of giving you all a example of that. And the beautiful thing about it is I pre-recorded, because this was a message that I sent to one of my soul family members. So I actually pre-recorded myself giving the story of how the DMX energy saved me a few days ago from having a car accident. So I'm gonna play that, and then I'm gonna come back with the reading. We've all been slipping a little bit. These past couple weeks. I damn near slipped and hit this other truck, and the truck was black with red rims on it. And I don't know how I didn't hit that truck. I don't know how I didn't hit it, because when I swerved, it's no way that how I swerved was enough for me not to hit that truck. And I'm literally in the parking lot of the hotel. And so the truck kind of stopped, and then it kind of drove up beside me. And I'm thinking we about to go into this big ass commotion and all of that. And it was a guy that was driving, a black guy. I guess his wife, and they had 2 little kids. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. And he was like, yo, man, did you see us? Did you see what we was doing? And I said, yeah, like, I thought y'all was going straight. He's like, nah. And then the lady was like, nah, like, we was turning. And I said, yeah, I was trying to turn too. He was like, yeah, you finna turn into us, bruh. She was like, yeah, you finna turn into us. And but it didn't turn into nothing else after that. And it's funny because as soon as I got out my car, I heard some dogs barking, like, I heard some dogs barking, because I was like, damn, praise the ancestors or whatever for helping me not to hit that car. And I heard the dog, and I didn't see no dog. I just heard the barking, but I didn't see no dog. That's when I knew it was DMX, Anubis, literally my screensaver that saved me. It was Anubis that saved me. So shout out to DMX. But from what I did remember of that spread, the card that was right here it was the Four of Earth, and that's the card with the fish, and it was reversed. That's either the Four of Earth or Four of Water, one of them. And it was just talking about what is asleep or thought to be dead is now resurrecting. And it was Scorpio. A lot of transformations, a lot of things that we thought, a lot of things that we gave up on, a lot of things that we thought was over with is coming back up. For me, that's with my skin. I thought I was done with this eczema, and I thought I was done with this stuff, but it just is come back, and it's come back with a vengeance. And I'm like, yo, like, what's going on? I haven't broke out this bad since I was a kid. But then on the flip side, when it comes to more of the financial aspect, I haven't had this type of money really since 2019. And I know that things are going to get better and better and better. So with that being said, it's good to be back. And let's get to this reading, shall we? So, as you know, this right here is just the overall of what to expect, some things to look out for, and some things to expect this week. These are by day: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, the things that is on these cards for this for the particular day, that may not be the case for everybody, but it's just something for you to be cognizant about during this week. Now, since this is the YouTube version, I'm not going to pull every single card. I'm just going to pull the cards at the top. If you want to check out this full spread where I pull every single card and you get the full synopsis of what to expect for this week, join my Patreon at www.patreon.com/BandClapTV. All right. So let's see what we got. Okay. All right. So for this week, the top card is the Salamander Reversed. Now, this is funny, and it even shows how everything is everything, because for last week's reading, I think Salamander was like the last card for that reading. So now it's the same card, but now it's just for the overall for this week. Remember, we're in Aries season, and with all the chaos that's going on right now, a lot of the underlying energies that people are going to be experiencing right now has to do with how stable you are mentally or how unstable you are mentally. So if you're the type of person that's very plugged in to this propaganda, if you're very plugged in to these celebrity deaths, if you're super plugged in to all of the stuff that's been going on in the media and all of that stuff right now, you being too tapped into that stuff, and you're not listening to your inner child, you're not listening to your spirit team, you're not listening to your soul fam that's trying to unplug you from all of that, there's a very, very high chance in this Aries season right now that these things can slowly but surely start to make you mentally insane. Because with the stuff that's going on right now, if you pay attention for the older and the elder generation, this isn't something new. somebody pointed this out on a video I was watching. Everything that we're going through right now has already been predicted, and it has already been spoken about a long time ago. So we've had so many people throughout our lives, and we have so many people that try to downplay and try to doubt and try to undermine those truth tellers back in the day that was trying to warn us of what we're going through right now. And those truth tellers and those messengers back then, they ended up running themselves insane, because they had to go to different places trying to preach the same message to a bunch of people that, you know, that's not even gonna take heed to anything that messenger was even saying all of those 5, 6, 7 hours, just for that lecturer to go back to their home city, and those people that lecturer ministered to, you know, going by their regular lives, not even putting nothing into account what the lecturer was even talking about. So a lot of that is going to be going on right now, and the reason why is simply because right now, if you're still on the fence about doing that shadow work and getting to know your inner child, which is your source of infinite energy and stuff like that on this earth, the reason why this stuff is going to run you insane is because, as far as on a solar level, you know better. You know better. You know, on a solar level, you've been through, you've done, you've witnessed all of these things happen before. So you know that this isn't something that you're supposed to be indulging in, whether it was mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. So if you got your spirit team and you got everybody trying to give you these signs and symbols and sigils to tell you not to do it, not to listen to it, not to indulge, if you're not tapped in and you're not listening to that part of your being right now, it's going to start to show. It's going to start to show. And for the soul fam that is on their journey, it's time for us to break away from those type of people, because, you know, that mentality is kind of like yawning. You know, it can be contagious. You know, these animals govern psychological functions, collaborating in the process of digestion and body temperature. They provide drive and courage, as well as bravery and justice. You know, that's all you're going to be hearing this week. That's all you're going to be hearing. You know, and I know for a lot of us, in order for you to go to work, you got to get your temperature checked. You know, right now, the main thing that's going to be attacked is your drive and your courage. You know, if you opt out of this stuff that's going on, you know, people are going to try to bait you and say, oh, you don't got the drive. You know, you don't got the courage, you know, but pick your battles wisely. This card represents a man or a woman with much experience in life. You know, someone who fights for ideals, who is a great thinker, strategist, or ruler. Their will is strong, and they are dynamic and optimistic, as well as realistic and rational. You know, and these are the people right now that you're going to see dropping left and right due to things like psychological disorders, imbalance in their body, which leads to slow metabolism, you know, issues when it comes to that. heart issues, kidney issues, rest in peace to Black Rob, a lot of that, even with DMX, psychological mental disorders, something being allegedly placed in him that shut down the systems in his body that's required for him to be a normal and healthy person. This goes real deep, and don't think that this is gonna end with DMX. This is gonna be the topic. This is gonna be the trending topic for this week and for this Aries season right now. This is gonna be the underlying energy right now. So make sure that you keep your mentality strong. If you need to rest, if you need to take some time away, do that. Because right now, your mind is where the battlefield is at. Is where the spiritual battlefield is at. It's in your own mind. So right now, the only thing that we need to be taking in to the windows of our soul is that soul food, that content that's going to stimulate your mind, that content that's going to stimulate your heart, and all of these things in a positive type of way, because that's what we're going to be up against for this week. All right, so let's see what Monday has for us. All right, leaving the hood. 9 of Earth, leaving the hood. And this one right here is very hard, especially when it's coming after this card, because now, even though I didn't pull any of these, this kind of gives this a little more context. A lot of people, you may be in an environment where you got elders around you, elders who was once very respectable in the community. And these might be elders in your own family who were very respected at one time. And, due to this propaganda that is very strong, that it can literally knock off kilter some of the strongest minded people, if you indulge in this for too long. And some of these elders, you're going to start seeing some of these elders do some very, very mentally retarded, mentally unbalanced things, like pushing this Visine, and that's something that's already starting in the media right now. A lot of people that we used to look up to in the olden days, they're not themselves anymore. They've been mentally tampered with. And for my people that's tapped in, you understand what I mean when I say that a lot of these people that you see in the media on TV that they're pushing to trying to push this Visine, these people allegedly aren't mentally themselves. They've been mentally tampered with. And once you start to see in your family, because this is how the zombie, this is how it starts. You start to see little small things about them that's not right. That's how it starts. That's how it starts. So you're seeing all of these people back in the day, they wouldn't stand for this. But now you're seeing them on the media, pushing something that's very genocidal, and they know it's genocidal, but they don't even got control of their functions anymore. because mentally, they're controlled, by artificial intelligence. So mentally, they're not even themselves anymore, So once you start to see this happening to you close to home, it's time for you to dip out. Whether this is, your parents, you're at home and you're, you grown living at home and your parents is like, yo, we finna get the Visine, it's time for you to get up out of there. You got some real close family, close people that you used to look up to, and they like, man, you know what, I'm finna go and get the Visine, man. I'm finna go ahead and, go back to y'all. It's time for you to make that exodus, and with this part right here, this is you still trying to talk some sense into them, still trying to give them some game that, they may not understand what this game is that you're trying to give them until it's either too late, or it might be something that they might not be able to get it, but their kids might be able to understand it, and you might be able to protect them. That's what that's about. But even though you're giving this game, you're dropping these seeds, you're still walking. You're still walking away. You still got all your stuff, but you're leaving, And this exodus, this isn't just for that. This is an exodus. Again, 9 Earth. Again, 9 Sagittarius had to make an exit. We just had a Sagittarius of Earth that is a Virgo moon, Sagittarius sun, Virgo moon. That made a exodus on the 9th of April. Made an exodus, and he had so many jewels, so many seeds that he's dropped along the way. We got so much content, so many songs and motivational speeches and motivational concerts. We got so many things that this person left behind. So this 9 of Earth, this means a lot, and allegedly this person ended up transitioning on this journey. This is the life path 11 right here. One arm doing one thing, one arm doing another thing. You're walking in the middle path, not too far this side, not too far that side. Life path 11, Libra, balance. And they're allegedly now trying to say that it was because of the Visine that took this person out. And they're trying to say that it was the Visine that took Black Rob out. These people are transitioning left and right. But since their transition is so top secret, because they don't want you to know who you are. They don't want you to know that there's gonna come a time in everybody's life when they've finished their journey or what they were supposed to do, and some things happen to you at that point, and you get to make a choice, whether you want to transition, you want to dip out, or you want to stay here and stay in this prison called Earth. We all got that option. We're all gonna have that option one day. And when I say option, this is the soul family. See, your soul family knows when that tragic event is gonna happen, and they're gonna try to do something to you that's going to cause you a lot of pain, you know, and your soul family, you know, on the other side is going to come to you and give you that heads up like, yo, we need to leave today. We need to get up out of here today. Because if not, you know, they're going to try to do this and this and this, and you still going to transition, but it's going to be a lot more painful for you. So what you want to do? Are you going to do this? You going to do, or are you trying to stay so you can do more of this? Or are you content? Do you got no regrets? Again, that's what this life is about. No regrets. You experiencing all the things that you want to experience so you can leave with no regrets. When it's time for you to make this transition, you know, because everybody else in your family is brainwashed, everybody else around you is brainwashed, and you're trying to go on this stages of enlightenment, you know, no regrets, because you understand that with you leaving these seeds behind, you know, somebody is gonna pick up off of these seeds, and they're gonna start on their journey just because of what you're doing right now. Very important. And this is why I don't care that my YouTube channel is so small, because, you know, if the Most High bless this channel to still be up after I'm gone, anybody that's looking to start on their spiritual journey, you know, they'll have some videos of mine that they can watch, and it can help them, you know. So let's see what Tuesday has for us. All right. So this is what happens once you leave. You know, this reminds me of a gospel song. One of these old mornings, I said I won't be very long. You gonna look for me, and I'll be going on home. I'm going up to glory. This is you going up to glory right here. Message from Water. This talks about triumphant victory, maximum pleasure in realizing that you were able to defeat your difficulties. See, there's some light at the end of the tunnel for the soul family. You know, we're never gonna be in a situation where we're in need and there's nothing left for us to do, and we're just shit out of luck. We're just high and dry. You know, we're unless it's something that you wanted to experience. I'm gonna say that if you wanted to experience that, you're gonna experience it. But you know, who in their right mind is gonna wanna experience this when you got a way out? No soul wants to come here and just be like, just be struggling and in a barren wasteland. This is what was promised to all of us. You know, this talks about you were able to defeat the difficulties either with or without help of others. You know, this is hard. There was a lot of sacrifice that you had to make. There was a lot of people that you had to leave behind so you can go here. But as long as you left those seeds behind, you don't have to worry, and it's not your responsibility to worry about the people who aren't gonna pick up those seeds, because they weren't meant to be where you're going in the first place. You know, so this talks about you have resorted to your integrity as a thinking and rational being, and defeated base desires and interests as a way to reach your proposed aim. As a result, your plans came true. All this may be hard in the beginning, but not at all unpleasant, you know? And it's funny because this is what I'm going through right now. I've received the money that I made from the long hours and the long days of work that I've done. in Tampa. And I got another check coming from what I did in Miami. And all those hard days where my back was hurting, my body was hurting, all those days where, I'm waking up in the morning like, man, do I really want to get up? Do I really want to do this? All those times me getting up like, man, I really want to do live readings. I really want to do this. I really want to do that. But I got to work, still trying to get this RV, so now I'm starting to receive the harvest from all of that time that I put in, all of those days that I put in. Every time I get a really good review from the reading that I done, I feel like this on the inside. So this is nothing but motivation. I know this part right here can be a little hard. You really don't want to leave. But at the end of the day, you're doing it in good faith. You're doing it with a pure heart, with a righteous spirit. And you will be blessed if you listen and make that move. Maybe somebody needs to hear this because they're going through this situation right now. That's why everything happens for a reason. So let's see what Wednesday has for us. All right. Again, this talks about the cruise. Remember when I was talking about the cruise? This was Eep's family. They were stuck in the old way. They didn't want to they didn't want to go into the new world and all of that. So Eep made her journey and she ran away from home. And, she ran into some victory because she found her soulmate. See, when it comes to a lot of this is just about when you change your mentality about things and then you start to walk in that, there's nothing that you can't manifest. There's nothing that you can't manifest. It's all in the mind. This is all in the mind. You can be a dignified person with all the book knowledge in the world. But if you're mentally insane when it comes to metaphysics and spirituality and stuff like that, you're never going to get anywhere. Because this is about being able to accept change no matter what, no matter where, no matter how. And shout out to Miss Blue. Shout out to Miss Blue, the Blue Raspberry. Because Miss Blue, she got this video on Masterly Foolish where she talks about the 4 things that you need to do to be rich. And she was talking about the goddess Fortuna. Well, I understand how energy flows. So Oshun right now has transformed herself into the goddess Fortuna. And she looks so cute. When you see Oshun with a green bag and a pink with pink on and a green bag, Oshun is now the goddess Fortuna. And the goddess Fortuna, this represents Oshun the Taurus. This is Oshun the Taurus, the goddess of luxury. The goddess of luxury and very expensive valuables, very priceless trinkets and things like that. But there's a lot of sacrifice that Oshun goes through when she turns into the cow, which is Hathor. This is all interconnected. These Orishas, just when they go to different places, they put on different costumes and stuff like that. And they represent the same energy that they represented in Africa, in Yoruba. But, since they got on a different costume, things might be tweaked a little bit, but it's still the same energy, So it makes sense that once you get into this state of being and this state of mind, this is everything that was meant to come to you, coming to you. This is you understanding the mental damage that these people and this environment is doing to you. This is you using the Aries season to do something about it. This is your ancestors, your spirit team. This is you changing your subconscious mind. Look at the white in the dark seahorse. All of that is symbolic, and you're the beautiful pearl, that's come to the surface in a chariot. And when people see you like this, they see the crown, they see all of this, but they don't see, they don't see all the things that you went through under that water that got you into this position, So when you meet your soulmate, once you've changed positions, once you change positions, and now you're with your soulmate, because when DMX rode off into the sunset on the 9th of April, he got picked up by a chariot that looked a lot like this, because we know when we get beyond this dome, the earth, there's waters that are above this firmament. I don't know why I gotta keep stressing this to people. And now he is reunited with Akasha. Because remember what I said Akasha meant in my Devilman video that I dropped, when I was talking about the meaning behind ether and how ether means Akasha. Because once you lose this body, aka this ego, you become one with that pure and innocent part of yourself. So again, this Exodus can be talking about a bunch of different things. This can be talking about shadow work. This could be you physically leaving from an environment, and as soon as you leave that environment, the new place that you go, it ends up working out for you in a very miraculous way. And while you got this victorious energy going on, you end up running into your soulmate. This talks about a happy couple, complete in itself, one which belongs to the other. Companionship, a future of happiness and pleasure. This card represents falling in love, idealization, and feelings, peaceful and harmonic times, harmony, parties, and celebrations with those closest to your heart. A lot of people are going to be in this type of mode right now, especially if you paid attention to these signs and you made this exodus accordingly. This is what's going to be in your future. All right. So let's see what Thursday has for us. There it is. The Ace of Water. It keeps getting better and better and better. The more you get away from these type of people, the better your life is going to be. The better your life is going to be. The more you get out of this mentality, feeling like that you're just the end all be all when it comes to knowledge. You feel like you're the shit, and nobody can't nobody tell you nothing. Because for these people, as a result of their position, they're gonna lose their home, their partner, their family. They're gonna end up alone, where they can be robbed. So This is what your fate is going to be if you stay around these people and if you stay in this environment, if you stay in this energy right now. It's not good. But if you listen and take heed, then this ace of water is going to be you. Like I said right now, the energy of the baby issue is on the planet. You know, and that energy is going to manifest itself in many different ways. But this ace of water talks about there comes a new stage in which your childhood experience is present. And a person who makes a balance between past and present will project a future of love. Feelings prevail without mental or psychic confusion. This is mental and psychic confusion right here. You know? So again, this is everything is everything. This is talking about what's going to be at the end of the journey if you keep going. Times of great beauty and joy. You know? I couldn't have said it better. I couldn't have said it better myself. You know? Very, very clear message for Thursday. Very clear message. So let's see what Friday has for us. All right. So this is Ogun. This is Ogun. And every time I get an Orisha card like this, I got to pull another one. So let me see what Ogun has to say. So this came out. So this is crazy how Ogun and his wife, Aunt Yansa, aka Oya, came out. And, you know, just off a glance, this is talking about a man, you know, that is very triumphant, you know, someone who is an alpha male, someone who works extremely hard, you know, protecting, who works extremely hard, providing, you know. And this talks about the reason why he got like this is because of a lot of these type of moments dealing with these type of women. These are the two things that turned him into this strong and powerful alpha male. Now, when we look at the book version of this card, it talks about the spirit triumphs and prevails over matter, mind over matter. You know, good overcomes evil. Intelligence exercises supremacy over brutality. Conquered enemies. You will win in any contest. Love is conjured up to reject and repel hate. A nature that is benevolent, but at the same time strong, compelling, persistent, and impulsive. This talks about tenacity and courage. You will bring anything you have started to a conclusion, and nothing, not even the smallest detail, will be omitted. Travels by train, activities, and business related to metal, romantic, and grandiculate love, everything related to botany, and, you know, being one with nature. This is all this talks about. And only a person who got this type of a spirit about him can look at something as, you know, devastating as this and turn this into motivation, turn this into fuel. All the relationships that failed, you know, all of the times where you had a imbalance as a result of excessive ambition, which may be long lasting. You know, all those times where you failed miserably because you had a dangerous attitude when facing the reality of life. And then while you were in that mode, you was attracting these type of women into your life. And these type of women, they had their own storminess about them. They had their own thunder and lightning and fire that they was bringing into your life. But the beautiful thing about this Yonsa card is that it's upright. It's a lot more beneficial when this card is upright than when it's reversed. Because with this talks about, these women, every woman, every stormy relationship that you got into that was due to you having this type of emotions, this type of uncontrolled, you're not in control of your emotions. So your emotions allowed for you to get into these bad situations. With this card being upright, this talks about you extracting the wisdom from all of those situations, all of those women that gave you trouble, but they warned you, the signs were there. Oya isn't just going to come into your life and just cause destruction without warning you first. Every Oya does, because they know deep within themselves that they ain't nothing but chaos. So you still indulging with her because that poom poom is gonna be good. You've already waived your rights. The minute that she gave you that warning and you still indulge, you've automatically waived your rights. So you can't be mad when things start getting stormy. So these are all the wisdom and all the knowledge from the many situations and the many consequences that this brought you. And you had to make that exodus. You had to make that exodus from those stormy situations, so you won't end up mentally doing something that's gonna land you in a very bad situation. So now you're in a more victorious mindset, you're in a more victorious environment, you're linking up with the person that you need to be with, and there's a lot of harmony this time. There's a lot of great mother energy behind this, and this is you reflecting. This is you being victorious, amidst all of the things that you had to face. And this is you reflecting over all the stormy times, and all the wisdom that these stormy times taught you. Very important. So let's see. We are on the weekend, baby. Let's see what Saturday has for us. So now we got the Alegua card reversed. So I got to pull another card. So for my baby Aleguas, stay grounded. For my baby Aleguas, stay grounded, because there are going to be a lot of false messengers that's going on. There's a lot of false messengers when you get this, when you're feeling like this, because you're going through this journey and you're on your victory lap right now. Beware of the people who speak negatively on what you value. People that try to bring down your self-esteem with words. People that's going to try to get you off of your path of self-improvement. Ground yourself. If you got a certain way of looking at yourself, make sure that's ironclad. Ogun, make sure this is ironclad. These three things are what's going to be attacked most this week. So make sure these three things are ironclad. The way you value yourself, self-love, value, your valuables, your self-esteem. Make sure all of these things are high and ironclad, because they're going to be false messengers right now in the media. Again, that's going to leave you like this. That has to do with these three things. Virgo, That's Taurus. So now we got Virgo. That's the 6th house. You know, that's self-improvement, work, routines. I told you to beware of digestional things. You know, Black Rob, kidney failure, digestion system. Watch what you eat. Watch what you're eating right now. You know, watch what you're watch how long you're exerting yourself with your job and all of that. You know, pay close attention to the signs and things that your body gives off right now. Very important. And then your career and your status. You know, a lot of false messengers gonna try to come in and question your career and your status. You know, they already gonna question what you're eating and how you're working. You know, now these false messengers are gonna try to come in and disrupt the way you look at your status, the way your work ethic is, the way your career is. You know, a lot of these false messengers are gonna try to knock you off of these 3 squares. So make sure you look into your natal chart this week and find out what is in your 6th house, your 2nd house, and your 10th house. Find out what is in Taurus, what is in Virgo, and what is in Capricorn. And these are the 3 things that you got to make sure that is very, very ironclad. You know, if you need to call on Ogun, call on Ogun. You know, if you need Oya to stir up the things in your life, that's gonna let you know what this is, hit Oya up. She won't bite. You know, she's our sister. You know, Oya would never hurt the soul family. You know, but if you don't know who she is, that's on you. You know, so for my baby Legwas, my baby messengers, be careful of this. You know, a lot of people are gonna be talking about how, you know, they're trying to put this message of truth out. You know, and they're losing their jobs or they're losing their careers and stuff like that. They're being looked at differently at work, and it's causing their self-esteem to go down. You know, stay encouraged. Stay encouraged right now, my baby Legwas. And for my false messengers out there, we know your game, and you will not prevail. You know, you will not prevail. If you're trying to put a false message out there to put the soul family in fear right now, you will not prevail, because we're grounded. You got to be grounded, you know. All right. So last but not least, let's see what Sunday has for us. All right. So this is the 8 of Fire. Spiritual transformation right now. Mars energy. You know, spiritual transformation. Spiritual awakening. You know, spiritual resurgence all over the planet. Y'all see these volcanoes. Y'all see these volcanoes erupting all over the planet. That's nothing but a macro. That's nothing but a macro to what's going on with us melanated soul family on the inside. You know, when things start going on a collective level on the inside, things start to go on a collective level on the outside. So a lot of us are waking up. A lot of us are realizing this simulated reality for what it is. A lot of us are catching on. You know, you got people that's not even fully on their journey yet, and they're even picking up on this stuff, you know, because it's too blatant. It's too blatant now. There's too much information out here for you not to see what's really going on. You know, we're having, and I'm gonna talk about the flashing lights and stuff like that in my new video, but we're having a lot of souls coming online right now, erupting. They're erupting out of nowhere. You know, even with non-melanated people, even with the non-melanated people, they're having things awakening in them, and they don't know what it is. They don't understand what it is. So it's making them mentally insane, and they start doing destructive things. You know, they start doing destructive things, and the things are really crazy, really sadistic. But you know, it's they can't understand why you would do something like that. It's because they're mentally unstable. So last week, the top card was the card with the fish. I think it was the 4 of water reversed. So this week, this 8 of fire, and with it being reversed, this is what this system of soulless beings is ultimately trying to do. They're trying to stop this eruption from going on in your mind. They're trying to stop this eruption that happens once your inner child is finally in the seat of the soul, is finally plugged in. You know that it's there, and it's now in control. They're trying to stop this from happening. You know, that's why this is reversed. This talked about the explosion has stopped on all levels. It seemed to have vanished, but this is not the case. There is simply a delay or a period of rest and calm, or retardation, you know. And this is what I've been going through. This is definitely what I've been going through, but as you can see, I'm back. And for those out there who kind of feel this right now, don't worry. You know, I know a lot of us, since we've been spiritually exerting ourselves on different dimensions that we may not know about. A lot of times we wake up, we're super tired, we're super sleepy, and you don't understand why. So that's why in this reality, in this world, when you wake up, it's very imperative to make sure that you're meditating, make sure that you're you know, taking in the right things that you're supposed to take in right now. And that is taking in the things in your mind, body, and spirit. And if you heed that message for this week, my friends, you will be glad that you did. All right, y'all. I appreciate all of the love and support that I've been getting from you all doing these readings and these forecasts. Remember, if you want to watch my full forecast, as well as my podcast and my rant videos before they're released on YouTube, join my Patreon at www.patreon.com/BandClapTV. I'm always releasing mixes and you know, other different type of things on there. I'll be building up my Patreon with more content very soon. I'm doing a lot of working. It's just me, so bear with me, bear with a brother. But new content coming up soon. And until next time, peace. What's up, y'all? I hope y'all enjoyed that video, and if you stayed to the end, I appreciate you. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, I want to redirect you to my Instagram page. I don't promote my Instagram page a lot, but as my subscriber count and things like that rise due to things like shadow banning and stuff like that, I'm hearing that a lot of people aren't getting my notifications when I go live on YouTube and stuff like that. So for all things BandClap TV, my Instagram page and my story are going to have all of the notifications and things like that when it comes to when I'm going live, when I'm going, when I'm releasing videos, when I'm releasing content. Also on my Instagram page, if you're curious about my reviews for my readings and stuff like that, as you can see on my Instagram, I have a lot of different testimonials and stuff like that. For those who don't know of me as an artist, I also have videos of me performing and stuff like that. I'll be putting out more stuff like that very, very soon. So I'm just trying to get as many people right now to go ahead and follow me on Instagram. That is BandClap TV. And also my Facebook and Snapchat, BandClap TV as well. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. And like I always say, no matter what, you got to stay shining.